As Virginia prepares to move into phase 3 of reopening, many aspects of life have changed. For people with eating disorders, the pandemic not only created new obstacles, it also amplified the need for more resources here in Southwest Virginia.
Like super dark chocolate milk.
More than just a treat.
And if you've ever had it on cereal, oh my goodness.
For Angel Spangler, this shake is part of a carefully crafted plan that helps the Floyd resident eat.
To keep forcing yourself to take that next bite.
Spangler became anorexic in college, then periodically rewarded herself for stints of starving with a binge. That lasted 16 years.
I didn't have to eat. I could drink my coffee, I could drink that soda, and I could just keep on going.
But last year, she hit her breaking point at her grandmother's funeral.
I was on the brink of death. I could have lived 2 more hours or 2 more days.
When her parents took her to the hospital, she needed blood transfusions, her vital organs were shutting down, and her heart was collapsing.
Having to face my parents and having them cry, my family had to push me away. I wouldn't let them in, and they couldn't just watch me waste away. If I was going to choose to die, then I had to choose to die by myself.
She chose inpatient treatment at a facility in North Carolina. And today, her food intake and her outlook on life are much different. But the pandemic posed new challenges. One, a shortage of safety foods. Those are 2 to 3 items that someone recovering from anorexia feels comfortable eating. Panic buying cleared some of those foods off store shelves.
You can't just go to the store and pick up something. You have to plan ahead. By the time you get to making that meal, it's not what I want, so hey, I don't even have to eat.
There's also the renewed emphasis on cooking at home, jokes about gaining the quarantine 15, and isolation.
Picture a bully living in your head.
Tina Rennick is Spangler's nutritionist. She says treatment has been complicated due to social distancing.
I like to get a blind weight, so not physically being able to, lay eyes on them has been difficult.
Counseling is impacted as well. Laura Guys with ThriveWorks in Lynchburg says as sessions moved online, video conferencing created its own set of problems.
Somebody who has body dysmorphia and sees themselves in a way that is less than favorable is now doing a clinical session where they also have a video camera showing them back what they look like, which can often cause an incredible amount of increased anxiety.
But they say the pandemic actually helped their clients in one way by connecting them to nationwide resources like meal delivery, podcasts, and virtual support groups. Something crucial, they say, because of the lack of resources in Southwest Virginia.
Specialists in terms of physicians or in terms of dietitians are slim.
In the Roanoke Valley and the New River Valley, they say there are no in-person support groups, just a handful of dietitians and therapists, and no formal inpatient or intensive outpatient care programs within a 3-hour radius.
Since I've been working in this area, it's been a very underserved area. But COVID-19 has actually brought us some support in terms of the virtual support groups.
And Spangler hopes going forward, one thing the pandemic will bring is an understanding of the need for those services.
I'm praying that this pandemic shows people, therapists out there, that they need to move towards the more rural areas. It's not just the cities that have these problems.
With phase 3 of reopening, local specialists will be providing a combination of telehealth and in-person treatment depending on patient and provider preference. You can find their contact information on WDBJ7.com.